Yesterday, February 18th, a waterspout formed here in Cudjoe Bay. If a waterspout touches land, it's automatically categorized as a tornado. So yesterday the waterspout did touch land and the tornado hit Cudjoe Key, hit our neighborhood. Did hear it, we did experience it, and this is what happened. Yesterday was just a regular rainy day in the Keys. It wasn't particularly windy. Like today's even windier than yesterday, yeah. I feel like. There's no lightning, there's no thunder. It was just like a regular rainy day. We were in the truck camper. We had the AC going, so it was pretty loud inside because it was like 76 degrees. About 1 o'clock we hear, kind of to me sounded like an airplane noise, kind of like a hollow wind tunnel. I don't know how to describe it. From far away, and then it got closer. It seemed like it was right behind our camper. The camper shook for 5 to 10 seconds or something, 10 seconds. We heard like a pop or a bang right next to our camper.
I was like walking towards AC because it was on and I was going to turn it down a little bit more because it was getting hot. And yeah, the camper shook. There was like a kind of like an explosion kind of sound thing. Like
a pop bang.
Yeah, on the side. So I thought it was
the electric
box where our, like the meter and where our camper is hooked up, it exploded or something. And then after that there was like a giant like crashing noise in the back of the camper, like where the boat is.
And meanwhile this noise, this airplane noise is like, it sounds like it's right behind us, and then it just goes away. This is all in a matter of like a 10-second time period. It happened pretty fast. We're just like staring at each other because we don't know what's going on. Time does slow down during these weird moments. A little bit freaked out, like what's going on. Electricity went out. The AC turned off, the fridge turned off. Just everything was dead quiet. And after this thing left, it was like, it was quiet. I remember Nick saying that good thing we have solar because we can turn on the solar and turn on the fridge so the food doesn't spoil.
I looked outside through the windows to make sure everything looked fine, and the boat looked fine, our kayaks looked fine, all the neighbors around us looked fine, and that's it. We just kind of
went about our day.
Yeah.
We had our Sunday video scheduled for 3 p.m. that we make sure that it uploads okay and everything's fine with it. And then after it uploaded, we started driving down to Key West, and we spent the rest of the day in Key West.
Completely like forgot about it.
Yeah, we didn't think anything of it. Like everybody was fine around us. The neighbors were fine. We were just like, okay, I don't know what that was. I did mention that it was probably like a little water spout or something. I remember telling you that.
Yeah.
But we just kept on going along with our day. Went down to Key West, did some errands, grabbed dinner. I posted my little daily short that I'm doing on the drive back. I was checking the YouTube comments and Randy commented, like, hope you guys are safe. I just saw that there was a tornado that touched down in Cudjoe Bay. And when I read that, I was like, what? Was that a tornado that we had just experienced at 1 o'clock? I was shocked. I read the comment to Nick, so I started Googling it, and yes, that was an actual tornado that had touched down right in our neighborhood, destroyed that little mobile home, and thank God everybody was okay. There was no injuries, but we just lived through a tornado and it was right over us. We didn't even know it. We didn't have any warning on our phones or anything. Like, it was just a regular rainy day. It wasn't like a particularly stormy day. So it was just insane how it just comes out of nowhere. It lasted for 10 seconds. It hit one spot and like everybody around it was okay. I don't know, it was just such a weird experience.
Yeah, because like about a month ago, it was really windy and rainy and thunderstorm and lightning, and we did get tornado warnings on our phones.
Yeah.
But this time there was no warning at all.
It goes to show that you can't rely on anything, not the weather apps, nothing. Like sometimes when you're in these like tropical locations, things can come out of nowhere, just form. Not even the weather station warned anybody. That's crazy. We're just unbelievably grateful that it was like a weak tornado water spout thing. It wasn't anything really powerful, and we're just so grateful nobody was injured and everybody's fine.
Yeah, today we went and found a house that got destroyed, and it's like on the street right next, like behind us, right next to us. So.
Right there in the neighborhood we walked.
Yeah.
It was like a 2-minute walk.
It went like over us, pretty much, or around us. I don't know.
Yeah, we heard it. It was right there.
Yeah, so.
Crazy stuff, guys. Crazy stuff. We're about to come to the little mobile home that was destroyed by the tornado. I'm guessing nobody was in there since there were no injuries. That's good. This is crazy. Just a few observations. Friday night it was pretty cold. It was like in the 60s, and then Saturday it was really hot. It was like 80 degrees. We had a beach day in Key West. When we were leaving the truck camper to go to Key West, the Cudjoe Bay and the islands north of Key West were all in this kind of like a haze, moisture so thick. It was like fog, kind of like we're looking over across the channel and you could barely see the houses that are normally very clear and visible. We've never seen that before in the 3 months that we've been here so far. And then when we got to Key West, it wasn't like that in Key West. It was clear in Key West. So that's just an observation. That was probably like this air pressure brewing there.
Like the cold and warm fronts mixing or something?
Probably. So we were in Key West for like half the day on Sunday after the tornado. And in Key West, it was just raining a lot. There was like a bunch of puddles, and one funny thing that we saw in like a parking lot in Key West was people like kayaking in the parking lot in a puddle. It was so funny. Any heavy rains here, like the islands are pretty much at sea level, so everything just kind of floods and just stays on top. There's nowhere for it to soak in.
Yeah, I remember like one time we were here, not this year, but before we were here.
Big Pine Key at the Winn-Dixie.
Yeah, I went to Winn-Dixie to grab a few things. And it rained for like an hour before that, and it was like knee deep. I was like pushing the car through knee deep water. Hard rain for an hour, it just gets like the water doesn't drain fast enough.
Well, that's our tornado experience here, living in a truck camper in the Florida Keys. Definitely didn't think that was gonna happen in our 6-month stay here, but really thankful that nobody was hurt and it was fairly minor. Thanks for joining us on our little walk, and remember to subscribe if you're new here. We post a new video every single Sunday. We'll see you in the next video.